Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Kristen. Today's video is the Aquarius new moon energy report and it is a rainy day here in Los Angeles. I hope the rain noise isn't bothersome, but I grew up in the theater so the show must go on and we have a lot to talk about for today's video. And where I want to start is with ascension symptoms that I experienced during this past week because they will lead us to the new moon energy. So I was discombobulated. Let's just say that. I hit my funny bone. I tripped over nothing. I broke some dishes in the sink. I dropped a pan. I did not drop it on my foot, but I did drop a pan almost on my foot. One day I was running errands and I looked down and my leggings were on inside out. Yeah. So I was pretty klutzy this week. I felt like I was out of alignment in my mind, body, and spirit. And I knew that that was because of all of the downloads that I had received at the Leo full moon. So my mind and my body and my spirit were going through an upgrade this week and it made me super klutzy and I just had to laugh about it. So if you experienced anything like that this week, please share your experience below and let me know what kind of ascension symptoms you had this week and if you were discombobulated. So being discombobulated and klutzy this week and shifting led me to a new perspective on my life. Because all of that discombobulation, that shifting, that in-between phase, that is when we are integrating the downloads. So that phase might not be that fun, or I guess I should say this phase isn't that fun, but it's really necessary. And please know that it does catapult you to the next vibrational level. And that is what the Aquarius full moon is all about. And hence now you can see why I titled this Tripping All Over Myself, because that's how it felt, like I was tripping all over myself to get to this new moon. So this new moon is all about having a new perspective because the downloads and the upgrades that we received from the full moon, they are ready to turn into passion and they are ready to turn into action. So let's talk about the shadow aspects first. I always like to just get those out of the way and then we can end on a happy note. So the shadow aspects of this new moon, first and foremost, is about being in your head, overanalyzing, engaging with the inner critic, overthinking, mental chatter, lots of different voices sending you into lots of different directions. Chaos of the mind is the shadow energy. And somewhat in that same energetic vortex is the energy of lying and revenge. So if you feel over this lunar cycle that someone is not being truthful with you, or if someone is acting underhanded, please honor your intuition and set up your healthy boundaries. This might play out in the collective on the news. We'll have to see how this plays out, but I was getting it very strongly that over this new moon, please watch your words and be very, very truthful. The light aspect of this is that this new moon energy will allow us to speak our truth from our heart, a deep truth that maybe wasn't even known to us until now, because that full moon, the Leo full moon, unearthed that new level of truth. So that is one of the most wonderful aspects of this Aquarius new moon is the heartfelt energy that goes along with it. Okay, so going along with the theme of having a new perspective is the passion and the drive and the inspired action that goes along with it. So I don't often take the inspired action right on the new moon. During the new moon, I want to be in my own energy, setting my intention, releasing what doesn't serve me, feeling into the energy that feels right for me, lighting a candle, engaging in self-care. Then 24 hours or 48 hours after the new moon, that's the time to start to take action. And so when you have the new perspective combined with the passion, the action step comes naturally. It just is right there, and that light bulb goes off and you're like, aha, I've got it. Okay, so let's talk about the next energy. Let me just look at my notes. Okay, I love this symbol. So I kept seeing the Aquarius symbol of the maiden, the goddess, pouring the water. And I kept seeing this in my mind's eye like you would see it in the constellations of how they draw Aquarius. And I kept seeing blue light, several different shades. It was one of the reasons why I wore this hoodie. So I was seeing aquamarine light pouring out of her vase, and I was seeing a turquoise light pouring out of her vase. And when I tuned into the energy of what is this blue light, these different shades of blue showing, what is this telling us? And it's all about healing, and it's about purification, and it is a gentle karmic clearing that the Aquarian new moon is allowing us to receive. A karmic purification and an upgrade in how we view our circumstances. So as she pours the water, she purifies, this goddess heals, and she also allows us to reframe our karma, our life experience. Because in the new 5D energy, in this energy that we are just getting used to in 2019, karma is not victimhood. So karma doesn't blame you and say, you did this, so I'm coming back for you. That's not how it works. In this new energy of karma, when we heal our own suffering, when we bring ourselves back into alignment, the mind, the body, and the spirit, when we allow that alignment to take place, our suffering starts to dissipate. And when we heal our own suffering, it heals it for the collective. And so karma works in such a more high vibrational and symbiotic fluid. Yes, there it is. It works in a more fluid way, not just for one, but for us all. So there is a deep collective healing energy happening at this new moon that gives us a new perspective on how we can live our truth and our passion. So this is so magical. I have goosebumps all over me, and I want to let everyone know that that was all just channeled and organic. It wasn't all the things I had on my notes. And I want to just take that in for a minute. So this new moon is a karmic reset. We have tripped over ourselves to get to a place where we are not victims, but rather live in empowerment because we have healed our own suffering. So that's really, really big. Okay, so I thought that I would pull a couple of fairy cards at the end and get specific guidance for divine masculine, divine feminine, and for twin flames during this new moon. So let me get my cards. And these are the magical messages from the fairies. I usually use these cards because they are really positive, and I always find that they resonate with me. And of course, as always with all of my videos, take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, just know that that was a message for somebody else, okay? All right, so first, let's ask divine masculine. Let's ask spirit. And of course, we all have divine masculine in us, and it doesn't matter what type of body you have. If you identify with divine masculine, then you can see if this message resonates for you. Okay, so the specific question that I'm asking of the fairies is, what messages and the nature spirits, right? I think that was the other reason I was drawn to the fairies today, is because it's raining outside. We've got my little hummingbird nest right here. I put a picture of it on Instagram. The link is below if you want to check it out. Fairies are all about being part of nature, and they actually love the rain. They think it's really fun, and they love the playful energy after the rain, and they love, of course, the rainbow. All right, so I digress. Okay, so back to the question that I'm asking, which is, magical fairies, what messages do you have for divine masculine at this new moon? What do the nature spirits, oh my gosh, okay. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You finished one part of your life and now a new, even better part is beginning. I mean, that totally goes along with what I was talking about, the themes for this new moon. All right, so what I'm hearing for this card, for a lot of masculine energy, there is a cycle of toxic masculinity that has played out in this mental level of having a self-defeating or self-sabotaging energy in the mental level. So for a lot of masculine energy, that will be coming up to leave for you to have a new perspective about speaking to yourself kinder, and knowing that that voice doesn't always motivate. I feel like in the previous generations of the masculine energy, like I said, it's karmic, so it's coming down genetic and ancestry. I feel like that was a way, like the masculine energy said, like, I'm gonna motivate myself by being really hard on myself. And in 2019 energy, that is a form of self-sabotage. We love ourselves to motivate ourselves, not beat ourselves up. All right, so that was the divine masculine. And as divine feminine and what I identify with, I can identify that that toxic masculinity energy in my brain does not serve me. So I resonate with that message as well. So ladies, if you resonate with that, you are not alone. Let me know below. Okay, so let's ask for divine feminine fairies, magical nature spirits. What messages do you have for divine feminine? There's actually two cards that want to come out, and the first is winter. So this means that your intentions, your new perspective, your passion, your inspired action, or all the above is happening during winter, which means now. What do you know? The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Yeah, so there's something happening here. And you've worked really hard for this feminine and you deserve it. And it's happening now, so you can stop asking when it's gonna happen. Okay, happening now. We live in the now. Oh, the second card. Yes, remember I said, oh, I didn't look to see what the second card was. I just lifted it up, turned it over, and I said there were two cards. Okay, so the second card is spring, so. Oh, so yes, it's happening now, right? As we move out of winter and into spring. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the ring light doesn't like show too much of the reflection. Okay, all right, so now let's ask some guidance for twin flames. And let's ask about the twin flame path and journey during this cycle. Okay, so first I'm going to ask for twin flames who have not met on the earth plane, okay? And it is easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all doors will be open for you. Okay, so you guys want to meet so bad. Oh my gosh. You know, what I felt when I read this is, oh my gosh, your beloved wants to meet you just as badly as you want to meet them. But you've both got to relax a little bit and look at the water. See the dolphins, they're fluid. If you can be just a little fluid in your day, just a little fluid in your plans, they're going to pop up in your life. Okay, yeah, all the doors will open for you. Okay. All right, so now let's ask for twin flames who have met on the earth plane, but maybe the relationship right now doesn't look or feel the way that feels good for you. So maybe you're not dating or speaking, or maybe there's some type of relationship disharmony happening as karmas clear out. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorite fairy cards. And this is ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Okay, So the previous video that I made on this channel is about the sacred garden. And see, the fairies, they live in the sacred garden 24/7. Okay, their whole world and the realm and the dimension that they live in is all sacred garden. It is fifth dimensional utopia, bliss, where things are safe and loving. And so asking for what you want first happens in your own heart. You have to be clear about what your heart desires, because you cannot express it to your beloved in the sacred garden. I will link the video below. You cannot express it to your beloved if you don't know what your truth is first. So this new moon is going to help you get in touch with your truth, so then you can ask for what you want based on what your heart desires. Okay, so now let's ask for twin flames who are married or in a relationship. And the guidance from the fairies is to be yourself. The situation calls for your authentic self, which is the basis for your power. So in your relationship, is there an aspect that isn't quite feeling right for you? So the sense that I'm getting here is that this might be a relationship dynamic that didn't bother you before, but it doesn't feel right now. Or this might be an aspect of yourself that you weren't aware of before. But over the last lunar cycles and because of the influx of upgrades from the Leo full moon, now you're more aware of some aspect of yourself, some aspect of your authentic self that's ready to be expressed. And so this can be jarring for a partner when their partner starts to act differently. But it's in the highest and best for you, for your partner, for everyone involved, for the collective, for all of us to end our suffering and to end this karmic cycle, for you to be in your authentic truth and live in your personal empowerment. And I think that is another really great theme for this lunar cycle, is being our true authentic self, having our new perspective, even if it's different from what we experienced before. This is our way forward in our power, in our passion, and leading to our manifestations. So of course, I am sending you lots of love, and feel free to share your ascension symptoms and experience during the Aquarius full moon. Namaste, everybody. Bye-bye.